In the heart of Bangkok, there's a shrine that thousands visit every year, not for worship, but out of fear and desperation. Some seek love. Others seek luck. But a few? They seek forgiveness. Because they believe she's still watching. Taxi drivers refuse to take passengers to her shrine at night. Locals whisper about eerie figures seen near the temple. And those who mock her often regret it. She is not just a ghost story. She is real. She is waiting. And her name is Mae Nak. Let's dive into one of Thailand's most terrifying real-life hauntings. Mae Nak, the ghost who never left. Mae Nak's story begins in 19th century Thailand, in a quiet village along the Prakanong Canal. She was young, beautiful, and deeply in love with her husband, Mak. But their happiness was short-lived. Mak was drafted into the military, leaving his pregnant wife behind. Days turned into weeks. Weeks into months. And then, tragedy struck. Mae Nak died during childbirth. But when Mak returned home, she was waiting for him, holding their child, smiling, as if nothing had ever happened. The villagers knew the truth. They whispered warnings. But Mak refused to listen. Because love blinded him to the horror that was about to unfold. One evening, as Mae Nak prepared dinner, she dropped a lime on the floor. Mak watched as she reached for it. But instead of bending down, her arm stretched unnaturally long, inhumanly long, to pick it up. His blood ran cold. Mae Nak was no longer the woman he loved. She was something else. Something dead. Panicked, Mak fled. He ran to the temple, where monks recited sacred chants to protect him. Mae Nak, heartbroken and enraged, unleashed her wrath upon the village, cursing anyone who tried to keep them apart. It took a legendary monk, Sumdet Praphathakan, to trap her vengeful spirit, sealing it away inside a bottle. But was she truly gone? Today, in the Prakanong district of Bangkok, a shrine stands in her name. But this is no ordinary shrine. It is a place where the living seek the favor of the dead. People bring offerings of makeup, dresses, and even toys for her child. They whisper prayers, hoping for Mae Nak's blessing, or fearing her curse. Some claim to have seen her shadow lingering by the shrine at night. Others hear a woman's voice calling their name, only to turn and find no one there. And then there are the taxi drivers. The ones who refuse to pick up lone women near the temple, afraid that their next passenger might not be human. But not all fear Mae Nak. Some seek her guidance, especially when it comes to winning the lottery. It is said that those who pray to her and receive a sign, be it in a dream, a whisper, or an unusual number appearing before them, have won vast sums of money. Skeptics call it coincidence. Believers call it Mae Nak's gift. But others call it a deal with the dead. So is Mae Nak just a legend? A ghost story passed down through generations? Or is she still here? Visitors to her shrine report feeling unseen eyes watching them. Some claim their cameras fail near her altar, while others leave with an overwhelming sense of dread. The truth is, Mae Nak never wanted to leave. She waited for Mak. She waited through life, through death. And even now, she might still be waiting. What do you believe? Is Mae Nak just a myth, or does her spirit still linger? Let me know in the comments below. And if you ever visit her shrine, be careful. She's always listening. Until next time, stay curious, stay cautious, and never ignore the whispers of the past. Love can blind us. But what happens when love keeps you from seeing the truth? What happens when the person you love is already dead? For weeks, Mak lived in bliss. His wife, Mae Nak, was by his side. Their child was safe in her arms. The villagers, however, refused to come near his home. They whispered. They stared. They avoided him, as if he was cursed. Then, one night, everything changed. It started with a single, small mistake, something so innocent, yet so horrifying it shattered the illusion Mak had been living in. because when Mae Nak dropped a lime, she reached for it. And her arm stretched impossibly long. At first, Mac thought his eyes were playing tricks on him. The flickering candlelight. The late hour. Perhaps exhaustion was setting in. But then, he saw it clearly. Mae Nak's arm did not bend. It did not reach naturally. Instead, it lengthened. Unnaturally. Grotesquely. The tendons twisting beneath her pale skin as her fingers crawled toward the fallen lime. Mac's breath caught in his throat. His stomach twisted. His pulse pounded. The warmth of home, the warmth of his wife, was gone. Something else stood before him now. And then, Mae Nak turned. Slowly. Her face still calm. Too calm. And she smiled. But it wasn't the smile of a loving wife. It was a smile that stretched just a little too wide. A smile that no longer belonged to something human. Mac had ignored the whispers. He had dismissed the warnings. But now, reality was sinking in. His wife had died while he was away. And the woman he had been sleeping beside, the woman he had loved, was no longer of this world. The villagers had known all along. They had seen Mae Nak's shadow wandering the village at night, her feet never touching the ground. They had heard the baby's cries, long after it should have stopped breathing. They knew that if Mac ever discovered the truth, he would never leave alive. Mac didn't wait. He couldn't. His heart pounded against his ribs as he turned and ran, his footsteps hammering against the wooden floor, his breath ragged as he bolted into the night. Behind him, silence. And then, the sound of something dragging. Mae Nak knew he had seen the truth. And now, she was coming for him. Mac sprinted toward the only place he knew could save him, the temple. "Where are you going, my love?" The monks inside heard his screams. They gathered, chanting sacred verses, their voices rising in unison to drive the spirit away. Mae Nak's furious wails echoed through the temple walls, shaking the very air around them. But she couldn't step inside. The holy ground kept her out. For now. But Mae Nak's story doesn't end here. Her love became vengeance. And those who tried to separate her from Mac paid the price. Homes were destroyed overnight, with no explanation. Villagers who had warned Mac mysteriously fell ill. Others vanished altogether. And late at night, some say Mae Nak still wanders near the temple, searching for her lost love. Even today, there are those who claim to have seen her. Some say she whispers to them in the dark. Others never get the chance to tell their story. If you ever find yourself in Bangkok, if you ever feel an unseen presence watching you, if you hear your name whispered on the wind, do not look back. Nestled in Bangkok's Suan Luang district lies Wat Mahabut, home to the shrine of Mae Nak, one of Thailand's most enduring spirits. Visitors from all walks of life come to this shrine, seeking blessings, solace, or perhaps to appease Mae Nak's restless spirit. A sanctuary of devotion and fear. Offerings such as colorful garments, cosmetics, and toys for her child are meticulously arranged, each a plea for her favor or mercy. Over the years, numerous individuals have reported chilling encounters attributed to Mae Nak's lingering presence. The disappearing passengers. Taxi drivers recount harrowing tales of picking up solitary women near the temple, only to find their back seats empty upon arrival at the destination. Nocturnal whispers. Residents living near the temple have reported hearing soft lullabies in the dead of night, believed to be Mae Nak singing to her infant. Paranormal investigations and studies. The enigmatic aura of Mae Nak's shrine has attracted the attention of paranormal researchers and scholars alike. Academic observations. Scholars have documented the shrine's unique blend of Buddhist practices and ghost veneration, noting how Mae Nak's story intertwines with local beliefs and rituals. Cultural significance. The Mae Nak legend holds significant importance in Thai culture as it embodies themes of love, loyalty, and the supernatural. It has become an enduring legend that has captured the imagination of generations, serving as a reminder of the power of love and the lengths to which one can go to protect and reunite with their loved ones. Modern-day relevance, Mae Nak in contemporary culture. Mae Nak's tale has transcended time, embedding itself into Thailand's cultural fabric. Cinematic adaptations. Her story has been adapted into numerous films and television series, with the critically acclaimed 1999 film Mae Nak becoming the first Thai movie to gross over 100 million baht. A living legend. Despite the passage of time, Mae Nak's legend remains potent, a testament to the enduring power of love and the mysteries that lie beyond the grave. Nestled in Bangkok's Suan Luon district lies Wat Mahabut, home to the shrine of Mae Nak, one of Thailand's most enduring spirits. Visitors from all walks of life come to this shrine, seeking blessings, solace, or perhaps to appease Mae Nak's restless spirit. A sanctuary of devotion and fear. Offerings such as colorful garments, cosmetics, and toys for her child are meticulously arranged, each a plea for her favor or mercy. Over the years, numerous individuals have reported chilling encounters attributed to Mae Nak's lingering presence. The disappearing passengers. Taxi drivers recount harrowing tales of picking up solitary women near the temple, only to find their back seats empty upon arrival at the destination. Nocturnal whispers. Residents living near the temple have reported hearing soft lullabies in the dead of night, believed to be Mae Nak singing to her infant. Paranormal investigations and studies. The enigmatic aura of Mae Nak's shrine has attracted the attention of paranormal researchers and scholars alike. Academic observations. Scholars have documented the shrine's unique blend of Buddhist practices and ghost veneration, noting how Mae Nak's story intertwines with local beliefs and rituals. Cultural significance. The Mae Nak legend holds significant importance in Thai culture as it embodies themes of love, loyalty, and the supernatural. It has become an enduring legend that has captured the imagination of generations, serving as a reminder of the power of love and the lengths to which one can go to protect and reunite with their loved ones. Modern-day relevance, Mae Nak in contemporary culture. Mae Nak's tale has transcended time, embedding itself into Thailand's cultural fabric. Cinematic adaptations. Her story has been adapted into numerous films and television series, with the critically acclaimed 1999 film Mae Nak becoming the first Thai movie to gross over 100 million baht. A living legend. Despite the passage of time, Mae Nak's legend remains potent, a testament to the enduring power of love and the mysteries that lie beyond the grave. You've heard the story. You've seen the shrine. But what if I told you? Mae Nak's legend is only part of the truth. What if behind the flowers and offerings, behind the prayers and blessings, something far darker has been hidden from the world? Because some believe the shrine is not just a tribute to Mae Nak, but a prison. Deep within Wat Mahabut, behind the sacred statues and prayer halls, there is a door that few speak of. It is locked. It is sealed. And for decades, it has remained untouched. Monks at the temple have refused to answer questions about what lies behind the door. Some say it holds the relic of Mae Nak, a fragment of bone, a piece of cloth, something that ties her spirit to this world. Others whisper that it was sealed by a powerful monk centuries ago, trapping the entity within. But if that's true, then what happens if the seal is broken? Many believe Mae Nak's spirit is at peace. But the monks at Wat Mahabut warn visitors of one thing: do not speak her name too loudly. Do not ask for proof. And under no circumstances, do not stay after midnight. A woman who mocked Mae Nak at the shrine reportedly fell ill within hours. Her fever spiked, and she claimed to hear a woman crying outside her window, even though she lived on the 12th floor of a high-rise. A group of friends once attempted to stay past midnight at the shrine. Their camera footage wiped. Their batteries drained. And one of them found unconscious near the river, murmuring a name over and over: Mac. There is something different about Mae Nak's shrine. Unlike others in Thailand, visitors don't just bring incense or candles. They bring something unusual. Women leave bridal dresses, believing it will ease her sorrow. Some bring makeup, as if to keep her beauty intact. And then there are those who leave something darker, locks of their own hair, or even fingernail clippings, personal tokens in hopes of forming a spiritual connection. But why? Why do people feel the need to connect with a spirit that should have moved on? Mae Nak is a legend. A ghost story. But what if she is something more? In 2018, a paranormal team captured an EVP near the shrine. When played back, a chilling voice whispered, "Still waiting." In 2021, a man visiting the shrine claimed to have felt a hand on his shoulder. When he turned, no one was there. But his phone? It captured a blurry figure standing just inches behind him. Some psychics claim Mae Nak's spirit has evolved, that she is no longer just a ghost, but something older, something more powerful. We've explored the legend. We've seen the shrine. We've heard the whispers of those who believe, and those who fear. But one question remains. What if Mae Nak never left? What if she is still here, watching, waiting, whispering into the ears of those who dare to listen? And if she never left, then what happens next? This legend does not end here, because in our final section, we confront the truth head-on. What really happened at Prakanong? What are the monks hiding? And most importantly, what happens when someone dares to defy Mae Nak? Because this story isn't just history. It's a warning. For centuries, the story of Mae Nak has been whispered through the streets of Bangkok. A tale of love, of tragedy, of something that refuses to be forgotten. We've explored the legend. We've seen the shrine. We've heard the voices of those who claim to have felt her presence. But in the end, what is the truth? Is Mae Nak just a ghost story passed through generations? Or is she something more, something still watching, still waiting, still whispering? Throughout this journey, we've uncovered more than just folklore. We've seen signs, evidence, that suggest Mae Nak's presence is still felt today. Taxi drivers refusing to pick up lone women near Prakanong. Visitors claiming to hear a baby's cries in the dead of night. A woman who fell mysteriously ill after mocking the spirit at her shrine. Coincidence? Or proof that Mae Nak never truly left? If Mae Nak is at rest, then why do the monks at Wat Mahabut still refuse to speak her name at night? Why do they warn visitors not to call upon her spirit? And why does one room inside the temple remain sealed, untouched, as if it holds something the world was never meant to see? Some say Mae Nak's spirit has been appeased. Others believe she still roams, searching for Mak, waiting for his return. But what if she is more than just a ghost? What if the sorrow that bound her to this world has transformed into something stronger? Something that doesn't just haunt a single place, but lingers within the hearts and fears of those who hear her name? Because the scariest thing about a ghost is not what we see, but what we can't explain. We've followed her story from its tragic beginning to its chilling present. But one question remains. Is Mae Nak still here? Some say she watches over those who honor her. Others say she punishes those who don't. And then there are those who claim she is listening, even now. In the end, belief is a powerful thing. It can keep a legend alive. It can give a spirit strength. It can turn whispers into warnings. Maybe Mae Nak is just a story. Or maybe, just maybe, she's waiting. Waiting for someone to call her name one last time. Mak. What do you believe? Is Mae Nak just a myth, or does her spirit still linger in Prakanong? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you ever find yourself standing before her shrine, be careful what you wish for.